Hey everybody, welcome to RET. This is RET Rashid's Video Tube in conjunction with JC Rashid's Music Jukebox Center. And I am Rashid the Man coming on live on social media. Google Plus, YouTube, and other social media platforms. How you guys doing out there in social media land? It's good that you guys could come by and listen to old Rashid. I just want to come on and just hang out, chew some fat. Then that just was mentioned, sweetheart. How you doing? But that was just mentioned by one of our, yeah, chew some fat. Yeah, I remember that. So what's going on, guys? I just want to come on just to chew some fat and just talk about whatever, whatever. Better than sitting back doing anything. So. Wait, that didn't make sense. It's better than sitting back doing nothing. I should have said that, but oh well. Well, yeah, man. I wanted to come on just to hang out and everything, and I don't know. It's a lot. It's the time of year where when a lot of people are graduating now, Smitty, or graduating. And these people are very excited about graduating, about graduation. I'll never get to know the feeling about that graduating high school thing. I never went to a prom. I never went to my prom. And I don't know, I graduated one time. I graduated when I first went to junior high school. Right, sweetie. That's when we graduated. I went to junior high school. And that's the only time I graduated. So I never know the feeling about, please forgive me, but I never know the feeling about this graduating from high school shit. The way I feel about it, the way I honestly feel about it, is that it can't be no really difference than me graduating and going to junior high school from grade school. And I liked it. I had a nice time when I graduated. I had a very nice time when I graduated. I got what I want as a present and everything. Got in the house, saw the fish tank, and I started crying. But did I start crying? I think I did start crying. I think so. I did. I'm an emotional guy. I cry. I don't cry that easy, but I cry. And I don't know how it would have been if I would have graduated from high school. I don't know who would have brought me a gift. Who would even came to even see me back in my high school days. See, in high school, that's the age, sweetheart. Talking to my baby over here. That's the age where your parents start to get loose. At least around my household. In the households that I know about 16, 17 years old is high school. That's when your parents start getting loose to spread their wings. And that's when the family that's when some parents start loosening their grip on their children, because you're at an age now, you're 17 or whatever, you're 16, and you're about to enter adulthood. And there's no need to be over your ass the way they used to, because you're older now, because you're much older. So they start to lose their grip. They start to loosen their grip around their age. So in my opinion, in my situation, I don't know who would come to my graduation. I don't know who would have came to my graduation, because everybody started to spread out. I went to, let me see, let me think for a second. I went to my brother's graduation. My younger brother, he graduated. I went to his graduation. Yeah, I went to his, and that's where that rapper ES was at. That fucking rapper ES. I got him on. I held the camera. I was the cameraman through his graduation. In my family, I was the one that held the camera. I'm the computer motherfucker in my ex family. All them ex. So when I see my little brother, I don't deal with them fuckers no more. But it's a long story. You don't need to know about it. But I held the camera through the whole ceremony. And that rapper ES was there. I should have went over there and just talked to him, got interviewed him, because that would have started, because I'm a broadcaster now, and that would have, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That would have really put spice on what we're doing right now. It would have made sense of what we're doing right now. But I didn't. I didn't. I just focused on him. I held the camera. So I did the whole graduation thing with the camera and everything. But he graduated. I don't know. I would have liked going to my prom. I think so, because I was a very popular kid in high school. In high school, I was popular in junior high. Why would I say prime? Well, yeah, you graduate 3 times in life, right? You graduate from grade school to middle school, then from middle school to high school. I think they changed it now. It's not the same anymore. Yeah, I think they took away the graduation. One of them graduations, they demolished that thing. Yeah, I was talking to a kid coming home from school before I waited for the bus. And I think they demolished one of them fucking things. So, they demolished one. And I think it's you just graduate from junior high school to high school, and then when you graduate high school. I think that's it like that. I think. I don't quote me. But, excuse me, but I wonder, I still getting on the subject. I want to know, I would have loved to go to my prom. When I say the prom, I think about my junior high school, sweetie. You know, I think about my junior high school and what, like, I was real popular. I was more popular in high school, though, than junior high school. Well, both I was popular. I was popular. I was real popular in high school. But I would have loved to go to my junior high school prom. My high school prom is kind of like iffy. It's kind of like maybe I would have liked going to my high school prom. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I really don't know. Don't play that music in the background, no attention. It's doing what it the fuck it wants to do, and I ain't got time for that. So, anyway, I would have loved to get the experience. What is that fucking thing? A corsage or something? Just to put it on her and take. I had a lot of girls, so I would have took a girl to the prom, to get that experience of prom and shit like that. I'm not even in a fucking yearbook, for Christ's sake. So people have a hell of a time following my picture any damn way. I'm not even in a goddamn yearbook, and I not hardly ever missed a day in school. I really don't care. But the point about it is, I would have liked to get that school feeling of what it would be like if I did go to my prom. You know what I mean? If I did had my picture in a high school yearbook. Or, you know, I glanced at the yearbook because other people held it. And I was looking over somebody's shoulder, looking at it. That's the only way I could, you know. Because my friends, they was like Rashid. They was like me. And we were like the low, you know, we weren't the cool, we were the cool kids, but we like a step down, like, you know, that's just who we were. And they was like me, so they wasn't in the yearbook either. And they didn't graduate. It's a couple of girls, and, you know, but I wasn't that geek nerd type child in school. Even though I was cool with them, I wasn't that. But the point I'm trying to make is, I would have loved to see what that's like to go through the whole fucking scenario of graduation. Going over meeting her parents, two parents getting together, happy for their kids going to the prom and stuff like that. That would have been really cool for me to go through, but I never went through that. My brother went through it. My younger brother, my ex-brother went through it. In fact, both my brothers did. Both my younger brothers did. I never did. Me and my older brother did. I would have loved to go through that. That's what I'm saying. The reason why I didn't is because I wanted to get out. I wanted to make money. I wanted to go out and work. And Rashid I was a hard-headed motherfucker. I wanted things. Maybe if I had parents that fucking take care of me properly, maybe I would have paid attention in school and graduated and all that shit. But I wanted to go out and make money so I could get some clothes, get some shit I need, you know. And I wasn't that fortunate enough to be around an environment like that. I wasn't that fortunate enough. You know, I made a mistake dropping out of high school. You know, I'm not going to say I didn't. I made that mistake because I tried to go back. But it was, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't a mistake because I know what I'm doing. I wanted to make money. I wanted to get a job. You know, so fuck, man. I wanted to fucking get a job. And I didn't really care about staying in school and getting and all this bullshit. And back then when you're young, you don't care about that shit. I wanted to be in a working class world. I went straight to blue collar. You know I went straight to blue collar because ain't no fucking way I'm being a white collar dropping out of damn high school. I take pride in me dropping out of high school. Meaning I'm not running from it. I take pride in it because it made me the person I am today. You see, I won't call dropping out of high school a failure. I call it a decision that I made, one of my first decisions I ever made in my life. Now, maybe if I had a parent that give a fuck, they would have kicked my ass and said, get back in school. And that's what I should have had. But I didn't. My parents just cried, and she didn't give a fuck. She just cried, and that was it. But it was my decision to drop out of high school because I wanted to work and make some money. And I had a nice life. I had a beautiful life. I said, thank goodness that school, I'm done with that school bullshit. But then when you get older, yeah, it's a different story. It's like, uh-oh. You know, you get the uh-oh thing when you hit like 18 years old, 19 years old. It's like, uh-oh, I fuck. When you see the world coming towards you and you ain't got no diploma and you need work and you okay, I need more money now because now I need my own place now. All right, you need a better job. All the better jobs, you need a diploma. It's like, uh-oh. So you try to run back and say, okay, I give it. Well, you fuck now. And that's what happened to me. But eventually, I became okay. You know, life didn't end. You know, I became all right. And that's all that matters is the fact that I became all right. I didn't die. I didn't, nothing drastic happened. But it taught me. It just taught me a valuable lesson, It taught me a very, very valuable lesson to don't be so eager with shit, Think before you act and stuff like that. So it taught me a valuable lesson. And when I see these high school people, these young kids today, graduated, I'm glad that they made it. I'm glad that they really studied hard and well, baby, you look at that. Well, what do you want me to say? They know the A's ain't what you know. What you know is who you know. And they got what they got, and that's good. I wasn't that fortunate but I would have loved to get in a limousine with some friends. And the thing about it is, here's the thing about it. Here's the fucking thing about it. When you're a fuck up in school, You got the best friends, dude. You got the real good friends, but none of y'all, don't do homework. None of y'all pay attention in class. Y'all go to school. Y'all you see your friends at school every day, but you don't. But wouldn't it be cool to be in a limousine with them motherfuckers dressed up, getting high at your graduation? Somehow the two don't go together. Kind of like yeah, the two doesn't go together for some reason. Best friends and graduate and the prom shit don't go together for some fucking reason. Unless that's how it is in my case. For some reason it just don't go together. You either gonna have the friends and the fun, the getting high and running down the hallway, slamming lockers, doors, acting stupid, or you're gonna have the decent life, doing your work and going to the prom. You got your choice. But you can't have both. But wouldn't it be cool as fuck, dude? To have both? Wouldn't it be fucking awesome? To be in a limousine at your prom, dressed up with your best friends and shit, and you're driving around and you just... Damn, that would have shit been awesome. Because I had some fucking awesome friends in high school. I had some awesome friends in high school, man. So... they not. I don't. See, I'm a tough guy, and I don't consider them real friends. I had awesome. I got awesome friends at my graduation when I went to the prom, and oh man, get the fuck out of here. I'm talking about boys you down, you do shit with, and you graduate together. I ain't talking about that old pencil. Both of y'all like to read books type shit. You know what? Y'all motherfuckers know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the friends. I ain't talking about that old shit. Christian friend. You might as well go to church and have Christian friend. I know what you're talking about. But I'm not disrespecting, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the good shit. You know what I'm saying? The good shit. I don't think there's any movies that portray anything like that. I don't think there's any movies that portray anything like that. But I wasn't that fortunate enough to... That didn't enter my universe. That didn't enter my universe. So I didn't do it. And what I did do was have a nice fucking time in high school. I only did 1 year. The rest of my years, I stayed in night school. I went to night school, and I got commended over and over again. Yeah, we got commended, baby. I remember I saw you in there. I got commended for going to night school. They was like, Rashid, it's a good idea. You go to night school and shit like that. And I'm like, yeah, because I don't want to, I dropped out of school, so I want to get my GED or whatever. And I really want to do this shit. And that was a fucking, I'm not even going to tell y'all. I went 3 years night school after high school. 3 fucking years. Basically, all of my young years was in school. I had that much schooling. And yeah, ain't got shit to show for it. Now, I have a wall full of awards. I was on honor roll in high school. Y'all know that from my top 10s. I was on honor roll in high school, one of the top students in the school. And I have tons of other awards, and I don't have anything to show for it. My wall in my bedroom was full of awards and plaques, because I'm a very talented guy. I'm very talented. And I don't have, and when I mean show for it, I mean I never graduated. Alright, this is saying that saying that I finished school. I have nothing to show for it. But I did 3 after those years in high school, in all grade school, kindergarten, grade school, junior high school, high school. After high school, I did 3 extra years, dude. 3 extra years in night school. And within them 3 years, I went into service. But I failed the test, so I got out the service and went back to night school. So I was a very busy person trying to do something with my life. But the point is, I had tons of schooling now, and got shit to show for it. And that's something is unheard of. To have ton of schooling have shit to nothing to show for it. And I take pride in that also. The way I see shit is I'm not gonna regret anything I've been through. I'm not gonna do it. If I did it, it's for a reason that I did it at the time that I did it. So why regret it? You know, it made me the person that I am today. You see, so I'm fluent subject matters that I don't address, and they go to waste. And that brings me to the discussion of in school, it's a lot of subjects that never get addressed in life, and nobody ever question this stuff, like what's being taught to you. Only if you're on a trade level. Only if you're on a trade level. Okay, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, whatever. You're in college, they're going to teach you what you need to know to be the doctor or the lawyer, whatever. But just on a general sense, you never use those things that you learn in school and stuff like that. Like, how many of us know what a noun is, pronoun, adjective, verb? What's another one? A noun, pronoun, adjective, verb. I can't. I see that's what I mean. I can't. But right away, you know what it is. But in school, we ace that shit. Or a verb is this. A noun, person, place, a pronoun, da da da, whatever, whatever. And we aced it in school. But now, if somebody say, "What's a pronoun?" Can you ace it now? But in school, we had to learn this shit. What she's saying, so my baby's talking too. I don't know why the school board in America is like that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just think, I see this before. I think that in school, you should get life lessons. They got home economics, but I'm talking as a young, in grade school, they should teach you. They should teach you about paying rent, paying bills, how to keep a job. They should teach you shit like that, other than this other bullshit we don't even fucking need to know any fucking more. I like conjunction words. It's not like conjunction words, but like I couldn't stand division. Division was multiplication was a pain in the ass too. I mean, I know like 9 times 5 is 50. 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 8 is 72. I mean, the times thing I don't even understand that shit. But I'm saying the division was a pain in the ass. I never had algebra. I never had none of this stuff. I was good in a lot of other subjects, especially biology. I love fucking biology. I love fucking biology. I love the human body function stuff like that. So and that was all in high school. But what I'm trying to get at is, it will be nice to go through what these kids going through today, you know. And these kids going through this shit today, going to these proms and everything. There's some children sitting back right now going, "Oh man, what I'm gonna do with my life? You know, I got my life together. And now you ain't gotta go to school no more. You know." And I'm kind of wondering, and this is the thing that I'm wondering about also. This is the thing that I'm wondering about also. Is that these guys that have their high school diplomas, my little brother was one of them. Okay, he was one of them. And he didn't do nothing with his life. He ain't getting, I mean, why? In his on his God green earth. I'm picking my nose. Why on this God green earth is he walking around with a blue collar job? I don't understand it. See, these are the things I'm talking about. So, when I think about Rashid, which is myself, not going to this. Wait, I'm gonna blow my fucking nose. Not going to this fucking. I don't give a shit. On the air, I gotta blow my no fucking nose. I don't want no shit on my nose. I don't like nothing on my nose. I don't like it. I don't like the feeling. Now, why, when you graduate, you wind up with a blue collar job? Now, I'm thinking if it's like that with other shit. Because, like I said, they taught us this stuff in school. And then we wind up not I mean, you go to the job, they ain't gonna ask you what's a pronoun and shit. Or an adjective, what's a verb, what's a, all of these things. We get in the world and we never use the shit we're taught. It's rare that we come across the shit we taught. We only reminded of it if we have children. And our children come home with homework and we say, oh, I remember that. I learned the same thing. I remember. See, we learned it. We go through it if we have children, we come through it. Well, we never use the shit. And I'm thinking, instead of feeling bad about the prom thing, about never going to my prom and all this other shit, maybe it's the same way and shit. Maybe it's the same way. Meaning, you got the diploma, you graduated, but you ain't using it. It's the same way. We don't use verbs and adjectives when we go out and get a job. When we writing a business letter, we don't say, okay, I'm writing this business letter right here. Okay, this right here is a verb, or this is a pronoun right here while I'm writing it. You don't do shit like that. So, it's a waste. I'm not saying it's a waste, but alright, we know that this is a conjunction word. Now what? You see that type shit. So, what I'm trying to say is, when you get your high school diploma and you graduate and everything, it's like, if you wind up with a blue collar job, it's like, well, what's the diploma for? I mean, I don't understand it. Are you using the diploma? If you have a high school diploma, to me, you should automatically have a white collar job, because they the only jobs that's out there for people with high school diplomas, not people without high. If you don't have a if you don't have a high school diploma, it's very difficult for you to get a white collar job unless you know somebody. Basically, primarily, that's how it works. Unless you know somebody, or you come across or you lucky in some kind of awesome fucking way, dude. You gotta be hell of a lucky, dude. Hell of a lucky. So what I'm trying to drive home is is the high school diplomas like that? Our high school diplomas like that. You got your high school diploma, but now you're working. That's my brother. You see, that's my younger ex brother. You see, that's what he did. That's what he did. That's what a lot of people did. I had a cousin to graduate high school. It's like, oh, you going to the top of the ladder now. You going to the top of the ladder. She ain't do nothing but sit on her ass and have babies, dude. She sat on her ass, had babies, got with stupid niggas, got with this stupid shit, and she ain't do a fucking thing, but she still got that diploma. And that's something that she can say in life that she proud of. I can understand it. That's an achievement in life then. Then you holding it as an achievement in life. Well then, that's good. But still, she still had the opportunity to have the good job. You see what I mean? To have the good job. She didn't even go to her prom. She didn't even go to her prom. I never thought about how I feel if she went to her prom. That's a long story, guys. Y'all wouldn't understand it. But I never thought about how I would take. She never went to her prom. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And that goes for not only Hollywood, it goes for school too, as far as I'm concerned. Because, I don't know, I'm not going to get rude about the situation, but I find it extremely hard to graduate high school. I find that extremely hard. If it wasn't hard, everybody had a diploma like it ain't shit. You see what I mean? It got to be some kind of method or something. And then, I went to night school. And that still didn't work. I was like, man, what you gotta get to get one of them fucking things? It's not easy. It's not easy. So you're put in a situation where, you don't have your high school diploma, or whatever. But dude, what are you doing with yours? You see what I'm saying? What are you doing with your high school diploma? What have you achieved having your high school diploma? You see, you want to achieve something. If you don't, then, dude, you're just wasting. Yeah, what's it all for? You know, what's it all about? But you can't help to say that's just an interesting, very interesting topic about schooling. You know, about schooling. I was a good kid in school. I was a straight A student. I thought I was a straight A student until I got till I got to fifth grade, about fifth grade. Y'all don't even y'all. If I told y'all why I stopped being a straight A student, y'all wouldn't even fucking believe me. So I'm not even. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna get into. I'm not even. Y'all see Rashid, stop the fucking lying thing. But it's the truth, man. It's the truth, and that's why I'm not a. I didn't carry the straight A student thing all the way to high school. Y'all wouldn't believe me. I'm not even gonna get on social media and try to explain and try to tell you guys why I'm not a fucking straight A student. I ain't even trying that bullshit. I ain't even gonna. I was a straight A student all the way to fifth grade. Then I became a fucking louse. And I'm not gonna tell y'all why. Y'all wouldn't believe. Y'all seriously wouldn't believe me. But just know that's my situation here, and I just wanted to come on the air and talk about this school thing, this graduation thing that everybody's on. I gotta give my dog a flea dip, man. You know, I have to give her a flea dip. You wanna go outside? This is the time of year, guys, to give your dog a flea dip. Whoever have animals, it's flea dip season. And I have to give my dog a flea dip, man. This tick's going up. These fleas going to fuck off all over the fucking. But yeah, about this schooling thing. I like school. I like school a lot. I always liked school. I went to, when I was in Jehovah's Witness. That's the religion I was, my family's. I was on theocratic ministry school. Anything with school in it, I did it. Anything with school. I love school. I love it. Because I get to read, write, and that's one of the things I like to do. But here's the thing about it. I don't like teachers telling me what the fuck to do. Meaning I was a good student. But when they try to explain something in class and I don't understand it, I don't raise my hand and say, I don't understand this. Could you explain it again, please? I never do that. I just never fucking do that. I always say, just don't say nothing. Just let her just shut the fuck up and get off from standing in front of the class. I don't give a shit. I was that kind of student, But I still like to be there. I still like to be there and learn. Ain't that? It's kind of oddish, but that's the kind of student I was. I just didn't care. As long as I was there learning and stuff, and I didn't understand something, I don't care. I really don't care. Just, if she say everybody understand, don't raise your hand. Just let her shut up and get off, sit the fuck down. So I was that type of student. I really was. I'm not fucking, I wouldn't fuck with you, dude. I wouldn't give a shit about it. But I still like the whole idea of school, I like reading, I like writing, I like the whole white collar fucking scenario. And when I was home, my mother had a typewriter. And this is, of course, this is before social media. This is going in the 80s. And I used to take my typewriter and have a notebook, and I used to just write, and I like to be around pencils and ink pens and shit like that. This when I was like 9 years old, 8 years old. If I wasn't listening to my radio, because I like music also back then. So these kids today is on a road now to a future, to a life. I sure hope they know what they doing. You know, realizing that in my case, in this scenario, how I look at things will be the fact that you see social media is here. You should take social media by the balls. You should really, really take social media by the balls, dude, and really take it serious. You know what I mean? Because you can really start something on social media. If you want to start something on social media, you can really start something on social media, guys. Especially your own fucking shit. Primarily, I'm talking about your own shit. You can start something. Cooking. There's so much to do, too. If you're into cooking, you can start teaching art on social media with these YouTube videos. You can do so much on social media. So, it really will be in a step in the right direction. If along with your future plans that you have, that you include social media in it, that you have a channel for yourself. You can't get your website. I think they need money. They want web. Their Wix is a ripoff. The Wix is a ripoff. So I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about this. Wix is fucking full of shit. But I'm talking about being like Twitter, Instagram. Have something and include that something with your plans. And in that way, you could be caught up with society. Social media keep you up to date with every fucking thing, dude. You see what I mean? It keeps you up to date with everything, and you're not left behind. You know, you could be the broadcaster you always wanted. You could be the teacher that you always wanted to be. And you get to get shit off your mind and chest. On top of that, you get to be creative. The list goes on and on and on of things you can be with social media if you add social media with your future plans, with your, whatever you're doing in the future. You add social media there, you're in. Dude, you're fucking in. Why wouldn't you not take advantage of that? You know? So, my advice will be that. Just add social media in with your future plans. That will be my advice. Because the world is moving straight towards tech on an alarming scale. On an alarming scale, is moving towards tech. Not like delaying or lacking behind. On an alarming scale, you see everything turn into tech. So whatever you plan, just make sure you have social media with you. So you'll always keep up to date with society. You see, when social media first hit, people thought that this was a fad. They said, oh, this is just something that's going to come and go. This ain't going to stay here long. Social media is not going to stay here long. It's just something here for now that's not going to be here tomorrow. Boy, were they wrong, huh? This shit branching out more than fucking marijuana. Than a fucking marijuana plant. This thing branching out here. You gotta be a goddamn fool not to say, okay, I better take this thing serious. Yeah, because I don't know how far, I don't know what's gonna happen with this social media shit. I better take this a little serious than I first said I wasn't. You gotta be a damn fool not to think like that. Because if you don't think like that, can't you see you're gonna be left out of society? Social media is all over the fucking place, dude. Every time you pick up something, you turn it over. It's a website. Remember that business we saw, sweetheart? We saw a business that had just a website. The name of the business is a website name. It was. They sell cars there. It was a car dealership, and it was such and such W. That was the name of the fucking business. Now, why would somebody put their name, a website for their business, if they thought social media was gonna be a failure? You know, you gotta really take social media serious, guys. And a lot of people are not really taking social media serious. And that's really, really sad to see. You should really take it serious. Because you don't know what can come about you being on it and taking it serious. You don't know what you'll come up with, you know. Like me, I have the imagination of a fucking bullhawk. I could just sit back and imagine myself with wings, and I'll have wings on my body. Baby, don't laugh, it's the truth. I have a very, very high imagination. And even though in people's eyes, I'm not whoever they see, in my eyes I am, and that's good enough for me. You see, that's good enough for me to be able to say, okay, to be able to create things on RVT or whatever, RVT itself. I see myself a certain way. If other people don't, then that's other people's fault. That's not my fucking fault. I don't give a fuck. And I start cursing and swearing because it upsets me, because it shouldn't even be about that. You should be able to be yourself. Okay? You should be able to be yourself. Not only on social media, but in life. And in the world today, you can't. Well, I broke out of that mode. Can't y'all see I broke out of that mode? I'm no longer that guy anymore. So, I'm able to be this person that I always wanted to be. Not always. If I was the person I always wanted to be, y'all couldn't handle the shit. But you get what I'm saying in a nutshell. I'm satisfied with who I am on social media. And I know I'm a weird guy, you know, and all this shit. But that's who I am, you know. And you guys, that's why I called you to me, because you guys will understand me. Mainstream, I know they won't understand me, but I know you guys understand me. That's why I called you guys. You see, I wouldn't come on social media and address everybody. Somebody like Rashid coming on social media and addressing everybody, that would be stupid. That would be fucking stupid. Though I left the door open for Americans, I left the door open just in case, because I had a lot of Rashid, rise, and y'all, and one day y'all might find that out if y'all catch up to the motherfuckers in my own neighborhood. So I left it open, but hey, the right people came that I wanted to come, because I knew that the freaks, the lonely, the depressed, the trodden, the down, the stressed will understand me better than the average person. So why would I even want to address the average person? It doesn't make sense. The freaks that sit back and go and say, Rashid, that's a good idea. You are a broadcaster. Yeah, you are a broadcaster. I said, yeah, I'm a broadcaster, right? And the freaks understand that, because we all freaks around here. We all the motherfuckers they don't want nothing to do with around here. That's all we are. So they want to say, why would I come on social media and address the public? Why would I do that? You know, sometimes it's best to address your crowd. It's nothing wrong with that. If you go to a restaurant and they say, I'm sorry, you can't enter this restaurant. You ask the question, why? Why can't I enter this restaurant? They say, because you don't have the proper attire. This is a suit and tie. This is a formal wear. This formal wear. You have on, this is something else. You have on something else. But this is formal here. You gonna go call the police on that restaurant? No. Yes. The point I'm trying to make is they have the right to do that. When you have your business, you have the right to choose your audience. You have a right. You have the right to choose who you want to listen to you. You have that right. When you look at certain entertainment today, you will see them catering to their audience. Like if you go buy a record, say you want to buy a record, okay? Say you want to buy a record, so you go in Tower Records or wherever you get records from. The Tower Records. I mean, that's how people go online and get shit now, and you see the CD cover or whatever cover, and there's a guy there dressed like a woman. What kind of people are he attracting to him? Think about it. It's a guy dressed like a woman, or it could be a woman just like a man. What kind of people are they attracting to them? You see? So what I'm trying to say is you have that right to call your audience to you. And that's what I try to convey around RVT, because a lot of people are misunderstanding. They think I'm trying to address why would the average person like some fucking Rashid, dude? Explain that to me. How does that fit? Why would the average Joe like Rashid? Why? I don't like sports. I don't like the shit they talk about. I don't give a fuck about the shit in the Hollywood buck. I don't give a fuck about none of it. I'm all about the pussy. So why would somebody give a fuck about? Why would somebody even like some damn? You see the point? Why would I even dress somebody, dude? Like, I'm for everybody, dude. What the fuck is this shit? Ain't nobody going for no damn Rashid, dude. I'm corkish. I'm weird, and most important, I'm dark humor. I'm real. In fact, I'm freak humor. I'm some kind of humor nobody never fucking heard of before. So why would I address the whole fucking world? You see the point? You have that right, guys, to pull your type of audience to you. You have that right. You understand what I'm saying? You have that right. So when you see these CD covers or whatever, records or music, MVP, whatever the fuck is, whatever, and they men dress like women or whatever like that and shit, they're calling their people who they want with them. Like if you see a guy with orange hair, his eyes open up really wide and his lips got lipstick all around, what kind of people are he calling to him when he's advertising his song or his book or whatever? We have that right to, and that's what I'm trying to convey around RVT. And I'm getting all these people that think I'm addressing them, and that pisses me off. That really fucking pisses me. It pisses us off because nobody's listening to what I'm trying to say around here. I want all freaks. I want people that's going through shit in life. I want spiritually crushed people. I want the depressed. Are you unhappy? Then I want you over here. I don't want you if you happy-go-lucky motherfucker. I don't want you around here. You don't belong here. You won't understand my content, and I don't even know why you're here. But people gonna do what they want to do anyway, and yada yada. But what I'm trying to say is, you have the right to call the people you want to you. You have that right, guys. And I want the press freaks here because they will understand Rashid. Rashid, I understand what you're doing here. I like what you're doing here. They know it ain't a real station and all this shit. They like, okay, I like this. I like this. This pretending shit. I like this. They will enjoy my content. The average Joe would come over here and say, you ain't no real station. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't no real station. Look at this guy. He's trying to be a real dude. You're a dick. I don't even want you here. I don't even want you here. You're looking stupid. So you know what I'm saying, guys? So that's the fucking point. They come over, these normal people come over here. He's stupid. He's trying to be, man, get the fuck out of here. I don't want you here. Go to ESPN. Watch sports. So that's the fucking, that's the point, dude. You can call anybody you want, dude. This is social media. Social mean you can call anybody you want. You ain't gotta just be. Now these celebrities in Hollywood, they can't do that. Some of them can. Back in the 70s they can. Because there was a variety of fucking things back in the 70s. There was a variety of things back in the 70s. Homosexuality or drag queen. And they call all in disco. So they call who they want here. But don't come here and don't do that shit. Because Rashid is not for everybody. And I don't want to be for, personally, I don't want to be for everybody. I don't want to be. So that's my damn point. You know, that's my point, man. Don't come around here. You're not wanted. You're not wanted here. Y'all treat us like shit. We ain't part of that mainstream bullshit, and we never gonna be part of that mainstream bullshit. Never. Nobody want that old stupid shit. We are the future around here. We are the future. We ourselves around here. We want to go to another level. We want to take social media on another level around here. You see, a whole nother level. Not the level of this fucking sports shit. I don't give a fuck about no damn sports. I can't stand the shit. I like to play sports, okay, but I don't give a fuck about it. I really don't care about sports, dude. So, all of these type things can't be around here. It just can't be. It can't exist. It won't look right. You know, it won't look right. So just a heads up on that. I just wanted to clarify, you know, that you can call your type of audience you want to, you guys. And that's what I do. And when I call you guys, and I see to my subscribers, and I see who you are, and I know who you are, y'all know I give a fuck about you. You know you got somebody who really, really gives a fuck about you. And that's odd today, to find somebody who really gives a fuck about you. That's really, really rare. And yet, you guys that subscribe to me, and you guys that want to subscribe to me, that can't subscribe to me, you guys know that I give a fuck about you, and you should be happy about that. You really should. You really should be happy about that, because that's what we're about around here. I'm trying to create something different, a different form of not just entertainment, but a different form of communication on social media. You know, a different form. Y'all know I don't give a fuck about y'all circles and all of this fucking shit. If you first me like, I don't give a fuck. I told y'all I don't give a fuck about that. What I give a fuck about is just us getting together and having fun. You see what I mean? Because I give a fuck about you. And that's what we're about around here. We ain't about nothing else. We ain't about, you know, all y'all. I'm sitting back telling y'all, guys, look what I can do. And hey, I'm going here. And I don't give a fuck about none of that. None of it. It's about us having fun and just enjoying ourselves, having a nice time, you see. And y'all understand that. And y'all Rashid Gutierrez understand that. And then I'm thankful that y'all my Rashid Gutierrez. Thank goodness y'all my Rashid Gutierrez, dude. And we got some place around here. You know what I mean? We got a place to call home around here. And y'all know y'all always can come here. And I keep y'all up to date to what's going on. You know, a lot of things I do for you guys. And I'm going to keep entertaining us like this. Because even if I come on with stupid shit, we got something to look at, right? Because it ain't this fucking monkey shit they want to. They planning the apes happy around. I don't know what the fuck happened here. But I ain't even going to get into detail about it. Because, you know, that's just the world we live in. I'm not even going to get into detail about it. But, man, they done lost their mind, dude. All this gorilla shit going on here. But I, you know, that's what they want to do. Fine. See, they calling ape people. They want apes. They want gorillas. And they calling they gorillas. All right. We are people around here that's doing something positive. So just understand that we're doing something positive around here. We're doing something very, very positive around here. And I ain't for no gorilla shit. I left all that shit, and I'm never going back to it. Never going back to it. Never. And one day, I'll go into detail how I created RVT. I created RVT right in front of y'all. And some of y'all know it. So, you know, I just can do a lot of things, guys. There's no need to be scared of me. I can do a lot of fucking things. And I always can since I was a child. And I don't care about being somebody with the things. If I need a job, I go out and I hustle and get some money and do the things that I can do to get some money. You know, portraits for people and stuff like that. In fact, that's how we started our family business with it. You know, doing that. And say, hey, I got an idea. Why not open up a business? And that's how our family business started. So you gotta understand that, that's just who I am. I can really do things, guys. It's that simple. I just could do shit. I just could do stuff, man. And it's a lot of things that I don't like that the average person does. I don't say anything. You know what I mean? We have that right. Social media is not a country. Social media is worldwide. Social media is the universe. Social media is all of the stars and beyond the black holes in the universe. It's not a country. Meaning, when you do a video, you got people all around the country and all around the world and all around everywhere. Listen, not just one country, dude. Not just one country. I think you can adjust your social media so you can be like that now. I think I'm down it because it'll be always somebody could get in. Social media is like it's like electricity. It always can be tapped and it always can be tapped and shared and wired and connected and branched out. This octopus out the fucking shit. It could be octopused out. So that's how electricity is. Could be octopused out. So that's the same fucking thing. Social media is like that. So even though you adjust it, I'm sure you still could be octopused out. So it's not just one, country. It's all is. So I can't address one country. I just can't do it. I can't address one city. It won't be fair. Not only is not only is not fair, but it's not right because other people listening to you that like you, and if you do that, then what the hell are you doing? You're not doing it. You're not using social media the right way. You want to be all the people that's listening to you. It's worldwide. Address worldwide. You want to be fair with it. You see what I mean? You want to be fair with it. Take care of social media. Social media take care of you. And that's just the way it always, it is and it will always be. Take care of social media. Social media take care of you. And that's it. Take care of social media. Social media take care of you, man. So you got people out here that's so talented with their videos and stuff. They so just talented. They get absolutely no credit. You know what I mean? And it's so heartbreaking. It's just so heartbreaking to see these people on social media who's trying to get noticed. They're trying to get noticed, and they're so talented in their videos. They got little skits or whatever, and they're not getting no recognition whatsoever. I would love to reach out to them, but I'm sure they got managers and mothers and dads. They said, no, you get with Rashid, you going somewhere, and ain't no fucking way they gonna allow that. Now I'm very demanding, and I don't give a damn on my stations. Y'all know that. But truth is truth. They said, no, Rashid going somewhere. I don't want you with him, cause ain't no way he ain't going somewhere. So they gonna talk to them and say, no, don't talk to Rashid, and there's all this stupid shit all around social media in the world. Don't deal with Rashid, because Rashid going somewhere. I don't need that white motherfucker. I don't need that black motherfucker either. And that's all America is made of. And I don't even need the one of they fucking answers. In fact, all my life, we did shit together. You see what I mean? So it's not about all that shit, all this. It's about Rashid. I could do stuff. I could just do stuff, and I can start stuff. Well, this stuff is equal to things. I'm just I can do things, guys, and that's it. And because I'm nice, I'm disliked. And all this other shit. And y'all know that I can get really, really raunchy. But y'all made me a celebrity. I didn't ask to be like all in all like this, dude. And y'all know I didn't ask to be like this. You guys put me here because I told you guys, this is for us. Let's keep it low. And y'all did all this. And thank God, thank goodness I'm not on that fucking red carpet bullshit. And thank goodness I'm not going to these Comic Cons, YouTube fucking shit. Thank God I'm not doing that. And don't put me in that fucking shit. Now I'm fucking mean it. And so far it's okay. We're doing alright. We're doing alright. This the far as Rashid going. This the far as I wanna go. Now, let's have fun. And that's the way I deal with y'all. That's how we all are around here. And I'm going to keep on putting shit up here, keeping us entertained. Damn right. Damn right. And I could be comfortable with it without getting criticized and all that. I wish I could be very, very comfortable with it, dude. I could put my stuff without being criticized. But you got to learn how to take criticism and shit like that. But I could do stuff and don't gotta worry about, you know, all this other comments under my fucking stuff. I ain't even gonna get into it. I ain't even gonna get into the comment fucking thing. But you know, it's a lot of things that I'm looking at this picture on the computer. That's interesting. That's very interesting. But you know, I'm confident. I ain't gotta worry about, you know, all this stuff. To celebrities, speaking of celebrities, they gotta go through. They can't call a audience to them. They can't do it. That's what I wanted to say. Some of them can, but they can't really call a audience to them. They really can't, dude. They gotta take the main. So when you go over to Hollywood celebrities, anybody is the voice. Ain't no anybody fucking with me, dude. Cause you wasting your damn time. I ain't listening to you. You ain't even supposed to be. I'm calling on what's the, you know. When you go into the store, they say no shirt, no sneakers, no service. They got the right to want certain people in their store. You got that right, guys. Social media is your store. Who do you want to go? Come up in that bitch. You got the right to do it. Ain't no everybody fucking with me. Because let me tell you, when it's everybody, you're going to get all kinds. You're going to get the wrong people that's just hating and just going to try to trash you, you know, down you and I'm not having that shit. I'm not in the projects no more. I might as well be right back in the hood, dude. So, yeah. So I'm not going through that. And I might do something tomorrow. I might destroy this video tomorrow and put another one of these up. Because we want something to look at around here. And we ain't going through this nightly thing without watching no damn Rashid. And if ever, I keep you guys waiting for a video, I humbly apologize about that. I fall asleep. I say to myself, I'm going to lay down and watch this, whatever it is, until this thing download or whatever, and I wind up falling asleep, dude. Then I wake up and it's like, oh, it's too late or whatever. And y'all see me, I say, guys, I fell asleep. And y'all know what that means, I fell asleep and shit like that. And I apologize for that. But you know, I'll get tired really fast. Yeah, I guess because I work hard and everything. I want to talk spiritual things with y'all. So many things I want to do, but every season has a season. Everything has a season, rather. And I'm gonna wait to the right time. I don't feel as though this is the right time for me to talk spirituality right now. The condition of the world and what everybody's going through right now on social media, I don't think this is the right time to talk spirituality. I don't know. I'm Rashid and I just figured I just know shit. I don't think, some strange reason, it's just not the right time. That's what I'm saying, sweetie. At the right time, I will talk spirituality, but not right now. Not right now. There's something happening here. And I'm trying to get shit together here. Cause ain't no Hollywood celebrity of fucking shit around here, dude. Believe that, ain't no Hollywood celebrities around here. So I'm trying to before we do the spirituality shit, let me find out what's going on. You know, so find out what's happening around here. Do y'all like social media? Y'all like this shit here? When I was younger, I had a pair of Walkmans. I would have fucked my Walkmans. Every time you saw me, Rashid had his Walkmans on his fucking head, dude. And I loved my record player. I loved my tape recorder. And I loved doing things with it. Now this thing called social media is here. I don't know how y'all really feel about this thing. But I really am at great awe with social media. I'm impressed, and it takes a lot to impress me. A lot. I'm impressed with it. Everything that it offers, I'm impressed. Especially the fact that you can come on here and be a fucking asshole. Now, to show you that how sincere I am, when I first came on social media, I didn't talk to nobody. Guys. The only time I talked to people was when I was using my fingers. I was keying. That's how I was talking to people in communities. Nobody didn't even know how I sound. And I was busy talking my ass off with my fingers, going to communities, being a fucking asshole. But I didn't know. Get this whistling bullshit the fuck out of here. I don't do whistling. Get that whistling fucking get it the fuck off that damn fucking shit. Get that whistling shit the fuck out of here. I'm really serious. Get that whistling shit. I don't like the whistling. I don't like that shit. I just something about it. I mean, I like it. It's just I don't like it. I don't because it's a beautiful thing, but the people that use it are mean and evil. And it's a hypocrite song. It's hypocrite. I don't get it. The hypocrite shit the fuck out of here. Get that whistling shit the fuck out of here. It's hypocrite. It's a beautiful fucking melody thing for somebody to have on their channel, but the people that use are assholes. Get that whistling music the fuck out of here. I don't want to. It's hypocrite. Now, how do y'all feel about it? Ain't it beautiful, y'all? Ain't it beautiful? Ain't it social media is beautiful? And it can be anything you want it to be. You see what I mean? It could be anything you want it to be. You just gotta want it to be. You know what I mean? It could be anything you want it to be. You just gotta want it to be. So, I'm gonna talk for another 15 minutes, guys, and then I'm gonna get out of here. And I might do another one tomorrow. Destroy this one. And put another one up in its place. I might do that tomorrow. It depends on how we feel. Maybe I go on the air. Maybe I say, oh, Rashid, I need a break now. I need a fucking break. Now, I just want something for us to look at, man. You know what I mean? I just want something for us to look at. And I just think this will do it. We got some entertainment here. Y'all know I could do a lot of things. Y'all know that, right? I could do, my voice impressions and everything. I'm just my manager over my ass with that shit. She over my ass with that shit. But in other words, we're gonna have a lot of fun. So don't be surprised, don't be scared, don't be shocked. Just know we're gonna have a lot of fun, dudes. What's this song? Yeah, that whistling. And it's all beautiful music in the background. That whistling shit. That's hypocrite. That's for hypocrites. I don't like it. The song is beautiful as hell, but the people that use it are hypocrites. They mean and evil. But yeah, it's such a delightful, upbeat, up-cheering melody. Wait, where I go? I ain't gonna whistle. It goes. Ju 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 ju. It's so, and I'm like, and Rashid, y'all know I'm nice. I really liked it, but the people who use are fucking assholes. It's a hypocrite song. I don't like that whistling shit. I don't like it. It's hypocrite. Hypocrite song. Now, guys, I'm trying to decide the best thing for us on social media. Okay? I'm trying to decide. I really am trying to decide. I am. And I came up with a couple of ideas. Like I have Generation Unrepentant that I'm working on. But at the same time, when I finish working on it, and it's time to watch something, it's nothing to watch. I don't want to watch this old shit they got now on the satellite TV. It's just I'm not. When I finish watching it, I feel like shit. A half an hour later, I feel like shit. And I don't want to. I don't want y'all. I don't ever have you guys feeling like when you come around here, you know, look at me, look what I'm doing, look at me. Well, I don't have y'all feeling like that. You know, so I just got it, you know. You know, I just gotta fucking do shit. Ain't no me, I around here. If I me, I'm jerking, I'm masturbating or getting pussy. With masturbation, I don't even do that. I don't know when the last time I'm always fucking. I'm always fucking doing it. There's a lot of I was talking about celebrities I would like to fucking shit. I don't know. I ain't even gonna talk about that. I ain't even gonna get into it. I'm not gonna. But there's a lot of people on here, and they want to go to that Comic-Con fucking shit. That Comic-Con fucking shit. They want to go to that comic shit. And it's a shame that they can't, you know. It's a real shame that they can't. I can't. I'm a cult leader, so I you know, I can't. I don't want to go. I can't go there, even if I wanted to go there, which I don't. I can't because I'm a cult leader. It goes against my spiritual beliefs. But a lot of people on social media I know will look good in that Comic-Con, that YouTube comic shit, con whatever it was, VidCon, whatever. They would look good in there. They would look really good in there. And it's a shame that they not part of that. You know, they ain't got no goth people. They ain't got no goth women up in there. See, I don't understand that. See, this is things I don't understand. You know, you got no goth women up in there. You got no little girls up in there. You got no people that do movie, like real movie reviews, like real. I mean, you got nobody. You got these guys up in there that likes video games or some shit. I don't know. I don't know how they do that shit. I don't know who. I'm not saying anything wrong with that or anything like that, but where's the variety at? All of them the same. Basically, all of them the same. That's up in there. All of them basically the same. I'm not saying they the same, but they're the same flavor. Where's the variety? I would like to see goth women up in there. I would like to see somebody that plays the flute. There's a lot of people on YouTube play the guitar. Or I ain't talking about the YouTube acts and all. I ain't talking about them. I ain't talking about the American Idol bullshit. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. No, don't act stupid. Don't act stupid. Everybody know what I'm talking about. And it's only one type of... I'm not disagreeing anything with it. It's just that where's the variety? Social media has multitudes of styles and stuff on social media. Multitudes. It doesn't make any sense that everything is the same. I don't understand. Oh, that's what the kids go get the fuck out. The bullshit, dude. It's the bullshit. It's the bullshit that gets me. It's the bullshit. Ain't no that's what kids want bullshit. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's more, that's what they want. But don't say it's what the kids want. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And it's a shame they ain't got no goths up there or whatever. I came across some guy who did a podcast. And this guy is fucking pretty fucking good here. I'm going to go back and check his ass out after when I upload this. This is what I'm doing right here. We're going to check this guy out because he's pretty funny there. And I think he's, what is he, Puerto Rican or Latin? He's something, I don't know. But he's pretty fucking funny. Yeah, that's another thing. The race thing. Well, in that case, they could go here. They could go. I can't fucking do that. That pencil shit. I can't do pencil, dude. I can't do pencil. I just, you know, it's not, you know, it's in me and shit. But I left all that. I ain't going back to pencil, dude. I do my own pencil now. So I ain't even gonna get into that, but it's not about race. Racism is wrong, and it will always be wrong. And y'all guys gotta understand it. It will always be wrong. Always. When I was young, I was friendly with everybody, dude, and I'm still friendly with everybody. And nobody's gonna change me from who I am. Even though there's like the end of Clash of the Titans, the original Clash of the Titans, even the Stars in the Sky, even though there's many people who tried to change Rashid, they all fail, all failure, all a failure, all a failure, all of it, failure. Nobody changing me. Nobody man enough to change me. Only thing that changed me is ass. That's the only thing that changed me is pussy. And that's the end of that bullshit. Yeah, man, you know. I'm going to get us some stuff by this weekend. Y'all know this weekend I'm going to get us some shit, man. Y'all know that. I just don't know what right now. I know that the Unrepentant ain't going to be ready yet. In fact, we save it Unrepentant because the date of what it is, of what the date is now, I'm going to just say, I know what I'm going to do with Unrepentant. Yes, I'm going to see, I know what I'm going to do with it. But it's so hard to manage shit and be on social media also. You always got to find a time to do stuff. You always got to find a time to do it. You know? You always gotta find a time to do shit, man. And y'all Muslim people out there, and y'all Indian people out there listening to me, y'all better stick with me. If y'all leave me, that's the biggest mistake you ever did. Because see, these guys thinking American this and Rashid American, man, get the fuck out of here with that. Because, like I told you before, if you can't see what kind of person I am, then you don't need to listen to me. Don't look at me and think no United States American shit. Y'all know I love my country and all that shit. You love your country. Everybody should love their country, where they come from. But you got to understand something. I'm different. Alright? If you can't see that, you don't need to be here listening to me. And that goes out for you Muslims and Indians and the like that. And understand that I'm for us, dude. Because they don't give a fuck about it. I ain't gonna say, no, I'm excluding the Muslim Indian when I say this. I'm talking about freaks when I say this. They don't give a fuck about us. They ain't never gonna give a fuck about us. So, I'm addressing us. I'm talking to us as like we a group. You see what I mean? So that goes out to you Muslim and Indians also. Just understand that, guys. Understand. Please understand it. Ain't nobody gonna take the time to make us feel like we fucking living. Ain't nobody gonna take the time out to make us feel like we alive and shit. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do that ourselves. Cause they ain't gonna fucking do it. They ain't gonna do it. We gotta do that ourselves. All they shit fucking up. You know what I mean? All they shit fucking every time something happen. Oh, look out! We ain't got that problem around here. Cause it's just us, and we have fun with all type shit around here. Our shit ain't nothing but one big toy box around here. We ain't got one thing that if it goes wrong, we fucked. We ain't got that. They got that. See, they taking shit that daddy hands down to them. We ain't got no fucking shit like that around here. We do what we want to do around here, and y'all let me know when y'all want to see stuff and I deliver and everything. That's how we work around here. We don't take shit daddy hand down to us. These old fucking machine, what's that, gold, pokey, whatever the fuck that failure shit is now. Nobody don't give a fuck about that no more. Now Pokemon, now that shit old now. You see what I mean? They just take it and throw it away. I'm done with that toy. And it's shit like that, man. See, it's not around here. Then they go and then look cool up in these goddamn fucking fake ass stages and shit and look cool. It don't work. That shit not around here, dude. We don't do that. That's not what we about. We about something totally fucking different around here. Totally different. And stop laughing. I know people laughing out that shit, and it is funny, but that's what they do. They, you know, as soon as they finish with something, they throw it away. Then they go look cool up on a stage. It's some fake ass stage, and that shit is not around here. That shit is. It's never gonna be around here. Never. Never. And I want y'all to understand that. I'm dressing certain people, you know, the Rashid Katirs. You know, I learned that from Disney. One of the people I learned that from is Disney. He was like, he addressed certain people. Whether you know it or not, he addressed certain people. You know, it's just, you gotta gear your entertainment towards your crowd. It's all in life. Just remember something. In life, there's always a variety. It's never one style. If you see one, we see one style on top of everything. They want that one style to be on top of everything, but that's not reality. That's what they want. They want that one style to be on top of everything. That's not fucking reality. Reality is life is a variety of styles, a variety, not just one, dude. And I'm addressing the variety. I'm not addressing that one because that one don't give a fuck about us. That one wants to wear sneakers and jump around like a fucking ape. And we ain't doing no fucking shit like that. It's that simple. So, I'm going to end it like that. And I'm going to be talking to you guys probably tomorrow. I'm going to do another one of these. Alright? Probably tomorrow. Maybe I'll do something that we can look at it for entertainment. I don't know. Alright? So I'll be talking to you guys later. And thanks again for coming by and hanging out. At least we had something to look at. Now, we're about to go to sleep or do whatever. We feel good. And that's what it's about. So I'll be talking to you guys later. And thanks again. Thanks again. See you.